My name's Andy Kerr. I work for the research and development team for Bowers Wilkins alongside a great many other very highly talented colleagues, and I'm pleased to be able to present here the latest fruits of the team's labour, which is our new generation of 800 series signature models. So we have two. We have our 805 D4 signature and we have our 801 D4 signature. Now, to be very clear to everybody at home, this does not replace the regular products. It runs alongside the regular products, but it exists above them. So the intent here is to deliver the most extreme performance enhanced version of the regular products that we can in terms of technical changes to try and deliver high performance sound. What we've done at the same time is deliver both models in a couple exclusive new finishes. The ones that you can see here are painted in the same paint as we put on our famous Nautilus loudspeaker. So this is a colour that we call Midnight Blue Metallic. As you might see, as we're moving around here, it reacts differently at different points to light. It's designed to be a very cool colour, but also a very subtle colour. And as I say, it's the Nautilus paint process throughout with a total of 11 coats of paint and lacquer on this product. It's also trimmed and finished in both models with matching blue Connolly leather. If you're familiar with Connolly leather, it often gets used in high performance cars to provide the seats. So that's cool. We also offer a more, I would say, perhaps traditional wooden finish, if that's what you would like. That links directly back to our original signature products, and it's a finish that we call California Burl. It's a very, very highly figured wood grain, spectacular in terms of its look. 14 coats of lacquer to produce an ultra lustrous and very luxurious look, and it's trimmed in matching black Connolly leather. Launch these globally on June 28th. The price points are $50,000 pair for the 801 D4 and $12,000 pair for the 805 D4. In terms of technical changes, we've focused in on three key areas. First, cabinet construction. In both models, there are a series of improvements aimed at trying to reduce what is already a very, very good, well-behaved cabinet in terms of unwanted vibration and unwanted resonance, make it even more mechanically quiet by stiffening up the top plate structure. This top plate structure here is made from aluminium. We put a series of improvements on it, including a damping plate and a few other changes as well, that makes it behave even more effectively than the traditional top plate on the standard product. In both models, we have a new design of tweeted grille mesh. At first glance, and perhaps from a distance, it looks similar, but when you come close on in, you'll notice that it's got a new design that's improved in terms of openness, in terms of the amount of energy that essentially the dome allows out into the room. Both of those two things together work to considerably improve the transparency through the mid-range and the openness through the high frequency. In both models where bass is concerned, this being a mid-bass, this being a dedicated bass, we have new motor systems upgraded and improved with cleaner output, lower distortion, and again that's aimed at trying to produce, I'm not going to say more bass, but the perception of much higher quality, more accurate bass. In the case of this particular one, the larger model, we also have an improvement to the port design at the bottom of the speaker. That's been updated and replaced with an aluminium construction. And what that does is further reduce the unwanted noise that comes from the port in its operation, and also at the same time mechanically quietens down the bottom of the loudspeaker even more, which again results in a cleaner, more convincing sense of slam and leading edge punch in bass. Finally, both models have updated crossovers. The crossovers are based on the existing models, but retuned and updated with improved bypass capacitors, which as a result lead to a smoother flow of signal and a cleaner experience. Put it together with all of the other things, and I'm hoping you'll agree when you've just done the AV experience, you can put this model against the stock 801 D4, which obviously we'd like to think is already a good sounding loudspeaker, and you can clearly hear the improvements in the signature models. This is the current state of our art. As I always say, you're only as good as the lens that you look through today, right? So I'm sure given another 24 months, 36 months, the team collectively will have come together to produce the next generation of something that will be even better, because that's what our credo is. That's how we all work together. The intent is always to keep moving forward. But today, right now, this is the best that we know how to do. Stock is starting to flow right now. We are in production. Our California Burl units are slightly behind in terms of build times on our blue units, but nonetheless, both models are in production. And we certainly anticipate going into the season that there'll be good quantities of both across all markets. I think the ideal customer for both of these products is somebody who cares very passionately about music, somebody who cares very passionately about trying to get close to it. You don't buy loudspeakers for other people, you buy them for yourself, right? You buy them because you care. I think it's likely that somebody buying these will have bought a pair of Bowers Wilkins loudspeakers before. I think it's likely that they'll be trading from a regular model to a signature model, for example. But yeah, I think ultimately the most important thing with all of our products is enjoy it. fun with it. Why else do you buy loudspeakers? It's not to listen to loudspeakers, it's to listen to music. Sunday morning, poor weather outside, so there's no need to go outside. There's no need to kind of feel like the garden's beckoning you and you've got chores to do. So you have a reasonable excuse to kind of hang out, spin a few records. I still treat that as just the most highly effective kind of, I suppose, work detox moment that you can kind of come get to. I'm very fortunate. I've got a decent turntable. I hope you'd expect that. I've got 800 series loudspeakers. I hope you would expect that too. So it becomes just an incredibly rewarding way to spend a couple hours.